Hello guys, how you all doing? I was on my other page right now where I normally speak my language. And whenever I talk, I like to say that us Africans, most of us are holding Africa back, especially our men, especially the men that are supporting severe child beating, neglecting women and children, essay, lack of education, bad crying and suffering marriages. They support that by doing it or watching it happen. They will not talk. And when you talk, they don't like it. Having said that, some women support this as well. I understand that we are programmed to suffer, which is why we will never get anywhere. And a lot of people rather blame the West and the African government than agreeing for us to make a change. But when you look at the Gambia and Senegal community where I am from, on this TikTok, you see people that are doing videos like live pornography, talking very raw manner of how to have sex, talking very bad manner because they're fighting each other, insulting. People that are doing videos, especially how to have sex videos, talking in a very raw manner. This is how you do the man, this is how you do the woman. You see, they will have like 20,000 view and 20 million like 20,000 view, 20 million likes in the middle of the day, children watching. But when you talk like don't beat the children, don't essay the children, don't FGM them, don't severe beat the children, doesn't matter they are boy and girls or girls, and don't essay them and focus on education and don't get married and then you making your partner cry either. If you know that your mentality and you're not disciplined enough to get married, don't get married. Marriage is not by force, but marriage that comes with suffering and injustice and traumatizing women and children, or just even the man that is getting traumatized by the bad wife, if that's the case, still shouldn't happen. And like I said, whenever I talk, I like to say that I understand that these things is not just Africa. It's all over the world, this type of behavior. But I like to focus on us, that our one is so obvious because it's so normalized. Also, our one is the consequence of the fact that we can never develop. When you look at Africa, even the government, I genuinely believe that the government is too traumatized to develop it. Because look at their behavior. It's a trauma behavior. The behavior of I am selfish. I am going to do what I want with this money that is yours. And if you say anything, I am going to unalive you or lock you up. This is the behavior of African government. African governments. Because even if they have one good leader, one good minister or one good president that is telling the truth, like I do in my videos, I'm very vocal with our issues and I'm very honest with it. And you don't want to know how much people are against in my talk, resisting my talk, reporting my page, don't support my videos. Lot of my Gambia and Senegal people, you don't want to know how and what they're doing all these years to make sure that I stop telling the truth in the internet. And these people are the people that will tell you, even some of them, their sisters die from FGM, like the guy in Sweden called Swati Jamme. He does video. His own sister passed away because of FGM. And he still promote FGM. And he's following me everywhere I go, reporting my page. And he have a group of people rallying behind him. Just like he's rallying behind the Imam in Gambia that is promoting FGM. And the Imam have thousands of people behind him that is promoting FGM. They still promote FGM, which is the removal of the little girl clitoris. And they still promote severe child beating. They still promote women marrying and crying. Like I said, they promote it by not talking about it. And when you talk, they call you name and report your page. So what is that then if it's not promoting? But me, I will never stop saying that until we take responsibility and stop blaming the West and other human beings. For example, Africans like to blame the West. They will say things like, oh, when the West are talking about how we beating children and so on, they don't talk about how they're making weapon and sending it to third world country to unalive themselves. Why are you taking it and unaliving yourself if you are normal? People right now, me, if anyone tell me, Amy, here is this weapon, take it and go and unalive someone or go and deal with it, why will I take it? Why will I even open my door for you? Why will I take it? You have to have a mentality that is a normal human being mentality. Get rid of your traumatized mentality, your violent, severe child beating, neglecting. You have no right. You will never talk. You will never be listened to. You will never even allowed to speak up the truth. You have to get rid of that type of mentality so your human beings can know their worth and can stop other humans who don't want them to ruin them by giving them the weapon, as you said. Africans, especially the men, will make all kind of excuse for us to continue the way we are. They will never talk. And when you talk, they will put you down and they are on top. They have to stand up and tell the truth. Salute to the ones that are telling the truth and standing up. Salute, my God bless you. We need more of you though. It's like 2 or 1 from every 10 that is standing up telling the truth, including the women. The whole system is the women to just agree with whatever. Because if they say no, they get called bitter, miserable, traumatized, bad woman, talk a lot. But you can talk to these people on WhatsApp all day, they will not complain. You can gossip with them all day, they will not complain. But when you have to use your energy in a positive way to help us to develop in a genuine way, they call you name. Development is not a joke. You can't just change the president and you're just gonna from nowhere develop. You have to change the behavior of the people. The people are the government. Why Africa is so hard to have a good government is the way we are governing children, the way we are the children leaders when they are young. We're not leading them well. We're watching children being severe beaten, torture, essay, and so on. I'm not saying every single African is doing this, but it's plenty in the African community. Anyone that deny that you're just not telling the truth, especially when you're Africans, we know ourselves. And the rest of the world also understand us, by the way. If you're doing like, you think you can fake and do like whatever this person is saying is just making us look bad. People know you more than you know yourself. So please, let's use this year. We are still in the new year. This is the 3rd month we just started, March. Let's use this year to tell the truth, to talk about the truth. Or when we see somebody else that is telling it, we leave the person alone. Me or not. You don't go on their page reporting, go on their page hating, looking at them, your brain is rotten. It's like you are our enemy. What are we saying wrong? Are we saying go on unalive yourself, go on unalive each other, go and use, substance and get yourself addicted to substance and do stuff? No. We're saying have self-dignity, have self-value, drink moringa, drink hibiscus, honey, ginger. If you must take sugar, take honey and try to buy good honey. Ginger, clove, and so on. For someone like me, this is all I preach. This is all I talked about. I'm talking about people to get away from substance like smoking, drinking, alcohol, drugs, and so on. I'm talking about people to stay away from violence, people to love themselves, and then that will lead them to know the other human beings' worth and to be able to love them enough not to unalive them or to contribute to anything that is going to give them certain consequences like trauma or certain addiction. When you talk about how we have to detox, I know some Africans are way up there. They know all this I'm talking about and more. They're not even doing it. Salute. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking for our community to tell the truth and stop focusing on food, sex, money, clothes, material stuff, sex, blah, blah. We all know that some of us, most of us even, are focusing on that more than we should focus on self-love, self-discipline, and protecting women and children. Like I said, including the women, because the whole programming is, especially Muslim African communities like Gambia, Senegal, Guinea, Mali, and the rest. The whole programming is for the woman to keep bowing down and keep crawling and keep saying, yes, sir. The moment she raises her voice or she talk about anything serious that is to do with protecting women and children, she's going to be condemned. Because they know when you know your what, they cannot do whatever they want with you and you're going to start crying and waiting for heaven to be happy. They know that. That's why they don't want you to know your what. But either you know your what or not, you're still going to cry. Cry is cry. I rather know my word and cry because knowing my word going to bring me another consequence of you punishing me or calling me names or even trying to close my page. I rather have that tear than me staying with you, not knowing my word and still having the tears that are going to be me neglecting myself type of tears, which is the worst tears in the world. Thank you for watching this video.